MarkSimon from Reedsburg's Webb Middle School joins us. And Mark, we're going to talk about basketball. We're going to talk about a Patriots pen. Tell us first of all about the Patriots pen and your connection with the VFW and the forces here in town.
Well, it's a very exciting activity that the students participated in. Through the VFW and Webb Middle School, we have there's an activity that's created where students will participate in an essay that every year changes, the theme changes, but this year what the students were asked to write about was why they honor the American flag, and just a great opportunity. Kids can work on their writing skills and have great discussion about some of their views and express some of their opinions about how they feel about the American flag. And we have great discussion, and students are talking to teachers about certain topics, and there's just a lot of great connections in our school here in that regard. And once the students complete the paper, we turn those in, and the VFW takes a look at those and determines which students had the best papers, and then they move on to the next level. So really it's a step-by-step process.
Do they get other members of the staff involved? I know I'm sure that some of the staff here at the Webb Middle School has served in forces and so on and so forth. So do they actually go up and ask other teachers and things?
Absolutely. You'll see that every day at our school, where the students and teachers are working together and having very constructive conversations and asking questions and being helpful towards each other. It's great to see. It's an everyday thing here, and the students ask the teachers questions in the hallway, in the cafeteria during lunch, and they'll come back down to class, or the next day they'll discuss some of the things that they talked about throughout the day. So it's just a great team here working together every day, and the kids come up with great ideas as well as the teachers.
Kind of a social studies project, right?
It is. It's a social studies project where, again, they collect their ideas, they think about how they honor the flag, and what you find is that a lot of the students have more of a personal touch to it, whether they know someone who has served in the past or is currently serving. They add their personal touch to the paper, and I always think that when you make those connections, it's a great thing. And so many different ideas. It's the same theme, but you have every student who provides different details in the paper. And we had 3 students, Henry Larson, Sienna Gronley, and Aaron Holt, who advanced to the regional and eventually, hopefully, the state competition with the paper as well.
Wow, that's really great that we have 3 of them that have been in years past. Have we had somebody that went on to get the great honor?
Yeah, over the years we've had some great students come through here and have participated in the activity, in the contest, and have advanced as well. So they provide some scholarship money for the students as they move on in the competition. So it's just a great activity to be a part of.
Okay, and when will that judging take place?
It takes time. When there's a regional competition, the statewide competition, the national competition, there's a lot of papers to read. So the VFW takes a lot of time to take a look at those and discuss those and come up with the top papers.
Really, it's the learning by writing as a great thing that these kids will never forget, basically.
It's outstanding. It's a great experience. The kids talk about it, being a part of the contest, and the VFW does a great job with their involvement in creating just a great opportunity for the kids.
Okay, now let's switch gears a little bit here, and let's talk a little bit about the girls' basketball team having some success here early on. 4-1?
We are 4-1 at this time, and we're about 25-30 days into the season, and really a good group this year.
Now, I know we've done two of the broadcasts on TV, and I think we got another one coming up here real soon. Let's talk a little bit about that. Kind of a different look this year. We lost some really key players last year, but the returning letter people are really doing the job, aren't they?
Yeah, we graduated 2 seniors last year with Brooklyn Chevenk, Savannah Howard. Brooklyn Chevenk is the single season scoring leader, scoring the most points in a season. So when you replace a talent like that, it takes a lot of kids stepping up. And we had a great offseason to prepare for this season, and we have four quality seniors that were back that have gained a lot of experience in our program. Ava Douglas, Julia Korkleski, Skylar Miller, and Alyssa Straka have really led us in the offseason as we begin our season this year, have really laid a great foundation for what we want to do as a program. And then we have a collection of younger players that have stepped in, freshmen through juniors, who have been really good across the board, rebounding, having big scoring nights for us, and providing a little bit of toughness for us defensively. So it's been a great group to work with. High basketball IQ for this group. They really get along really well and play very hard.
Now, as we look at it, who do you figure? You as one of the first place teams or second place
Well,
teams?
we have
or-
Beaver Dam in our conference, and Beaver Dam has won the last 2 state championships. So pretty rare, when you have a team from your conference win the state championship, and you look at they've went with a repeat. They've won the last 2, so they have a lot of great talent coming back. I think this will probably be their best team that they've had, so I think a 3-peat is definitely realistic for Beaver Dam. And their best class is probably the sophomore class. So
Wow.
This could be a team in time that's always going to be in front of us in our conference. They do go to a different sectional in the playoffs, so we will see them in conference, but not in the tournament run. So, but a team like that, it raises the bar for everyone. When you know you're trying to chase a team like that, you really have to work hard, and you can't allow any shortcuts. And we often bring that up at practice, where when we do a drill or working together, doing it at a pace or a speed that's going to allow you to compete against some of the great teams.
Now, is Wanakee going to be a powerhouse again too?
Wanakee's another one. Wanakee and DeForest, a lot of experience back. There's a lot of experience really across the board in our conference. And a lot of kids who have played in big games, have played over a number of years. There's a lot of seniors this year in our league. So Wanakee, DeForest, I think will be in that mix with those teams. And but you can't take a night off in our league. It seems to be the case every year. It's no different this year. Mount Horeb, who lost a lot of players last year, or from last year's team, has been really competitive this year and has played some really good teams to the limit. So it's a great league, and it's great for our team to be a part of it.
Now, we have a thing called the Sixth Man shirt promotion that we had, and we have some merchants in town that were very gracious and have these shirts, and tell us about those.
Well, it's an unbelievable night. It starts with there are just a high number of businesses in town who donate to provide an experience for kids, for players, for parents, community members. And what we do is we provide free shirts for any kid who would like to attend that game on Sixth Man night. And the Sixth Man represents really the crowd. You have the 5 players on the floor, the Sixth Man being the support of the crowd and everyone working together. So it's just a fantastic night. Local businesses that step up and help create this, we're very fortunate to have that, very thankful. And our first game against Sauk, we had all the kids in the stands with their shirts on and the Sixth Man shirts, and we have several other activities throughout the year, Navy night, of course senior night, youth night. We have a lot of different activities and theme nights that are happening for each game. So with that, it just provides a great opportunity, and really that's our goal, is to create a great experience for not only our players but people that support us.
Yeah, and so that was the first game that you had, and you won that game here in town, right?
Yep, this was last Thursday night.
Okay.
Played Sauk Prairie, and
That was kind of an
they
interesting
won that.
game. I watched the video of it, and
Yeah.
it was kind of interesting. Sauk could try to get back into the game.
They sure did. And again, that's our conference. They have a number of talented players who have competed in our league, and the game we got off to a slower start. We came back, and then Sauk went on a run, so it was a great high school game to be a part of. And it's still early in the year, so I think a lot of teams, including ourselves, are trying to figure out who we are and what we can get done out there offensively and defensively. But I think with each game, we'll get more and more comfortable.
Now, you play on Tuesday night, and who will you be playing here on Tuesday night?
Well, actually, on Tuesday, we're at Baraboo.
Okay, that's right. Okay.
Nice rivalry game there.
That'll be a telecast for us,
Okay,
a
awesome.
tape delay.
Good deal.
So,
And then
yep.
Saturday afternoon, we play DeForest, who is picked right now by the coaches to finish second in our league. So that's going to be a really big challenge for us. It's a Saturday afternoon game at 2:30. The JV groups start at 12:50. So any support that we can get for that game will definitely be helpful. And DeForest has a really good team. So if you want to see a team that really competes and plays hard, plays together, DeForest is that team, and that's our goal as well, to really be competitive with those guys and really see where we stack up against one of the best.
Yeah. We want to thank you, Mark, for taking the time to visit with us, talking a little basketball here, and of course about Patriots Penn, the VFW, and they need to be congratulated on that great project too that they've had. Mark Simon joining us here on LC11 for our Reedsburg School Report this week.